Hello, I'm David Grigsby.
And I'm Will Gates.
And we are going to take you on a tour of the Lindsey Wilson College cycling road race course. We are constantly asked what our course looks like, what the riding around Lindsey Wilson College looks like. So today we wanted to take you on a driving tour of the course. We're going to show you every mile, going to comment some on the climbs and the descents, but you're going to be able to see every section of the course that we race in our annual road race. Here we are at the first turn. This is the turn onto Snake Creek Road. It's 1 mile from the start of the ride. We just left the church, the Purdy Church, on Highway 206. So thanks, Will. And now we're heading down Snake Creek, heading toward the first major climb of the race. The first major climb comes at mile 3.8. It's the Snake Creek climb. You bottom out at a bridge over Snake Creek, and then you start climbing. Climb is roughly, we're going to guess, somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 to 8%, with a maximum of around 18% for one small section.
The Snake Creek climb begins here at this bridge, and it's about a half-mile long, and like we said earlier, it goes up to a maximum of about 18%, and it averages about 6 to 8% all the way through. There's this nice little flat section here to regain your legs before the next pretty steep section of the climb.
And on last year's race, this really separated a lot of the packs, especially the D, the C riders. They were really split up on this climb. We actually even seen some C riders pushing their bikes on this section coming up right here. That was the steepest part right here. So again, never looks like it on film. You've watched the Tour de France, you know that you can't really judge a grade by video, but that section right there is really a leg buster. You know, most of this course is beautiful rolling farmland, very lightly traveled. This is a section that gives you a little bit of relief before we get to our next turn. It's a residential area, but again, extremely low traffic. We average about 1 car per mile on this route when we're out riding. So we're really not encountering too many vehicles. It's a very friendly community. Again, just every mile of this ride is gorgeous, and we're really proud of it.
Here we're going to make a right turn onto 551. This is at mile 5.8, and we're on this next road for a good bit. It's a nice stretch, and the road has some ups and downs and some pretty good descent, and a couple pretty good inclines that we'll go up too. Here's our quarter-mile descent that crosses over Green River Lake, and it's a really fun descent, straight downhill, no turns.
No braking required. It's maybe 6%, so you're probably around 35, maybe 40 miles an hour in a pack. And after the descent, we're going to climb now. This climb is not really steep. It's 1.5 miles long, maybe a maximum of 5 to 6%. But it'll definitely test your legs, and it's one of the beast climbs on the route, just because of its length, not because of how steep it is. The steep stuff is yet to come. descent into the little community of Nifley. At Nifley, we're going to make another right-hand turn. But again, this descent's probably in the 4% range. You really can't get a ton of speed, but it's very straight. Great place to do a fast-paced line before we have to make our next right turn.
We're going to make a right onto 76, and this is at the 13.2 mile marker.
Got a long, flat, straight stretch of road right here. To the right of us is going to be a lot of swampland, part of the lake area, but this is a pretty good section of flat land before we have to do our next climb. This is the climb on 76. Climb's about 3/4 mile long. Grade is around 7 to 9%, and the descent on the other side is about an equal distance and an equal grade.
Now we're going to take a right onto 206, and this is at the mile 19 mark.
We're not going to be on 206 long, and we're going to take the final right turn onto Little Cake. Little Cake is the home stretch of the race. It's where the penultimate climbs are.
Now we're going to take a right onto Little Cake, and this is at mile 19.5. Right at the top of this hill is the 5K to go mark, so 3.1 miles until the finish.
Okay, next to the last hill. This is one we call Son of Little Cake. It's about a half K long. It's pretty steep, you know, I'm going to guess it at 10 to 12%. Just enough to get some lactic acid flowing into the legs before you have to do the real climb to the finish line. And here we go. This is the final climb up to the finish line. Begins at that black fence on the left. This is the Little Cake Hill. We're going to see a 1K to go marker up here. When you see the guardrail on the right, it really gets steep. Legs are burning at this point. The race is being decided at this point. Can be decided on the first lap, even if you're in the A's and doing 3 laps of this course. So this is the hill to prepare for. The grade on this is probably 16%. It's at its maximum. And again, it comes late in the race, so it's really a beast of a climb. Very good preparation for nationals. On the right side of the road here is the feed zone. We are definitely within 1K of the finish here, so A's and B's will be taking feeds right at this point. We're within walking distance of the finish line, the church. Around this corner and over the top of this little grade, going to be able to see the church in the distance, which is our finish line, our starting area.
And in our race, the A's will do 3 laps for men, B's will do 2, C's and D's will do 1, women's A will do 2, and women's B and C will do 1 lap.